You're watching Around Town with Henry Dormann.
Around Town is sponsored by Chemung Canal Trust Company. They're really nice people. Trust is their middle name. Service is their motto. And I like them a lot, and that's why I bank there. If you ever come by to look me up, I'll be in the vault. Safe place. I have some information I bet you never knew, like Thomas Jefferson's chair, the one I guess he patented, did he? You know? Do you know if he patented it?
I don't think he patented it.
You can steal the design then. Anyway, he is a furniture maker, and he's a friend. Remember Bobby, the welder we did a while back? Well, he is a friend, and I call him Vinny the woodworker, but his name, I had to read this, is Vincent Chicone.
Correct.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And he is a woodworker based in Watkins Glen, up the road.
Up the road.
In what's
Montour Falls.
Montour Falls, just 5 minutes from here. And we're in the park in Watkins Glen. And this is a chair that he made. You're going to tell me who got you to make it. And there was a designed by Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Burling designed this for you.
Well,
Thomas Jefferson.
You'll explain it, because I don't know. And then you're going to tell me about this chair.
I will.
And then I have nothing else to say. Take my glasses off, and I am going to enjoy this just as much as you are, because he is not only very talented, but a terrific salesman. Wait till you hear this. Take it away.
So, as you mentioned, my name is Vincent Chicone, and if you're interested in finding more about us, you can go to the web. The interwebs have my email address in there, and you'll be able to see all of our furniture close hand.
What's the email and the web address?
It is chicone.com.
You better spell that.
I better, CHICONE.
Okay.
And that's a .com at the end.
And you have, I wondered how much these cost. And of course, they're custom pieces, so each piece varies in the price, and he can tell you that himself when you visit him. When you visit him, have you got a place where people visit?
I do, right on the website. You can contact us for custom orders or see past orders and be able to order that directly.
And you make anything?
Make it all I need is a picture and how big you want it to be, and we can give you a quote.
Well, now, in the remainder of this interview, why should I ask any questions? Because he's such a good talker, so go ahead.
All right.
Tell everybody everything.
So I am a third-generation woodworker. My grandfather started this business after World War II, 1952, 1953. And my father took it over from him, and I took it over from them. Mm-hmm. The main core of the business was a construction company, and that did new homes, historical renovations.
But you don't do that anymore.
We still do.
You still do?
We still do. And smaller big jobs of renovations.
And how do you get people, for instance, the commission for this chair came from where?
Came from my cabinet shop, which I started in 2002. So the construction company works in, let's say, an hour radius of right here. Mm-hmm. When I came in 2002 to take everything over, I started a cabinet shop, and it has really three facets to it. There is premium casework, which will be kitchens, baths, built-ins, and bars. And that helps feed the construction company and vice versa. Mm-hmm. There's also an architectural millwork division that does moldings. That's the cherry on top in a room. So like when you finish a space, it's just a box till you put molding in it. And that's what makes a room pretty.
You do everything.
Do it all right here.
Now, how did you get to do the commission for this?
The commission for this came to us via the interwebs. 2005, we were contacted by Monticello, and they wanted us to build 5 pieces for them for a space that they were putting down below, the Griffin Discovery Zone. So it's made so it has 1 million tuchuses that sit in it in a year. So they're made for kids to come sit, and then they have it for their photo shoots. So you come
sturdy.
So that's how it's made. So we recreated this piece to be able to withstand, and it revolves. So it was one of our first American pieces of furniture that actually swiveled, and that was designed by Thomas Burling. And then afterwards, the word got out, and Washington saw it, and he had one made as well. That was a little smaller, and then it was done in green, and that's at Mount Vernon.
At Mount Vernon too?
Yep.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
You must be very proud.
I have a hard time getting my head between doors sometimes, but I have a full peanut gallery that keeps me humble, and they make sure they...
And you make these things right here up the road?
Up the road, yeah.
That must be a big facility.
It's not. It's pretty small. We run about 8 to 15 people in it, and the small work like that happens with like 4 or 5 guys that'll build the furniture. And then there's the construction company that pushes everything else.
Now, I went through many years ago a woodworking plant which was near Penyan. And I was amazed at the amount of exhaust they had because they needed to pick up all the stuff that
The vacuum,
sawdust
yeah.
and everything else.
Yeah.
This is not easy, and it can be do great harm to your whole sinus.
So we have that same facility that cleans it all up, moves it right outside, and then it's put into trucks and moved out.
Trucks, that much
Yeah,
waste.
we do about a dump trailer about a week that will move that much material out of the facility.
What's your favorite piece after all of these things? You brought this one, so I guess.
Yeah, this one's right here, but my favorite piece we did 2 years ago, and it's the Rising Sun chair, which sits at the top of Independence Hall. And it's what Washington signed the Constitution in. And we caught a break from a private collector who wanted us to recreate it for him. We had to go to Independence Hall, measure it out, and then 2 months of carving, and then pumped it up, and it was shipped to Texas. And I think it ended up in a private library of a presidential home.
Must be worth a fortune.
They are. They are.
It's worth an investment because it appreciates.
Correct. But what they're looking for is a piece of history. So they're looking to have that in their home or their private collection, but they know they'll never get the one that's in Monticello or Independence Hall.
You must have one terrific home. With all
spend
of these,
a lot of time.
I bet you have all these pieces in there.
I have a lot of furniture in there.
You build one for them and one for yourself.
Oftentimes.
Yeah. He admits it.
Yeah, the wife sees it and then she has to have it. So
we're exactly in the same boat. I'm glad my wife isn't here because she'd want to redo everything.
I wish she was.
Yeah, I bet you do. Is there anything else that people watching should know? You can reduplicate anything.
We can reproduce anything. We come out to your space, we measure, and we will make it exactly how you want. And it doesn't matter furniture-wise, continental U.S., cabinet-wise, within 5 to 6 hours. So we're in New York City a lot and Philadelphia.
Wonderful. Worth a visit. He really has beauty. I sat in this. I didn't feel like Thomas Jefferson because he was smarter than me.
Nah, you're regal.
Did you hear that? Say it again.
You're regal.
I love this job. We'll see you here soon.
Around Town with Henry Dormann will return in a moment.
Life, it never stops moving. Getting from here to there. Managing long hours at work. Juggling a busy home. You need a bank that keeps up. That's Chemung Canal Trust Company. Bank online. Bank with our mobile app. Deposit a check with your smartphone. Open an account at Chemung Canal and bank with us anywhere, anytime. Chemung Canal Trust Company. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Every year, 40% of all food in the U.S. never gets eaten.
40%. That's almost half the food we produce.
Food waste is a serious problem. It impacts all of us.
And it's expensive. Your family is throwing $1,500 a year in the trash.
We're working hard to put food waste on the chopping block.
And you can do the same at home.
Learn how to cook it, store it, and share it.
Just don't waste it.
Go to savethefood.com.
Your Marine Corps' way of life is to defend the American way of life. Every day, no matter where we serve, we take a stand for our nation, for each other, for us all. The few, the proud, the Marines.
We now return to Around Town with Henry Dormann.
You would never see this anyplace but here. I am at, I have to read this, the Moonlight Dancers Studio of Middle Eastern Dance. And the owner is June, who's here, and she's going to teach me to belly dance. You want to see this? Tell me something. This is at 123 South Cayuga Street, room 302 in Ithaca. And you are open for instruction and teaching people to dance how many days a week?
Every day.
Every 7 days a week if
we're
necessary.
Here. Yes, yes.
How in the world, and you're dressed up in beautiful silks, how did you come up with this idea and doing this?
I've always wanted to dance, and I saw this offered here in Ithaca years ago and took a class. I never thought it would be my profession. I thought it was a hobby, but I just became more into it. And
this is great exercise.
Oh, it's fabulous exercise.
I mean, you look so skinny. Is this because you dance so much?
I think so, maybe. I hope so.
I have one question. When I was in Cairo, I met some belly dancers, and they stood like this, and I got to do this much, but that's about all. There's much more to it, isn't there?
Yes, there is.
And you're going to show me.
Yes.
You may even teach me. Show me how you do this. I could do that.
Could you wear these little outfits?
Would what?
Could you wear the costume that goes with it?
Do you have one?
I have it on.
Oh, you have it on. Ah, ha, 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 ha.
So you could dress like this, or wearing your suit's good.
That really moves well, and you're covered really to your neck.
Yes.
So it's not real skin. It's.
Right. In Cairo, you have to cover your midriff.
I see. I didn't know that.
In Istanbul, not so much, but in Cairo, you do.
You do.
So,
you've been around.
Yes, I visited Cairo and took lessons. I've been to Istanbul and took lessons there as well.
Goodness. So you're an expert.
Then came back here to teach, and I also teach at Cornell University.
You do?
In the physical education department.
Really? Belly dancing?
Yes, belly dancing.
They have a school at Cornell for that?
It's physical education.
Ah, so you get credit for it.
They get credit for it. I'm a gym class.
You're in everything.
So.
Are most of your students, are most of your students?
Yes.
They are?
Yeah, they are students.
They must have a lot of fun here.
We do.
I bet this is a great place for dates. A girl and a guy can come here and get training for you, and they could both belly dance together.
Well, they could, yes. I had a husband and wife take my class.
Did you?
And they had a lot of fun together. We had to break up the kissing, but you know.
Did you? Sure. How many costumes do you have like that?
6.
6.
Because you know, I change them up a bit, and different performances require different costumes. And
can you sit down so I can hold your hand?
Oh.
Why not have a pleasant time when we're doing an interview? You are the most charming lady. And any time that people want to come, 7 days a week, you would make room for them here.
I would make room for them, yes.
And do you have a phone number or an email or someplace where they can reach you?
I have a website, and my phone number, can I give it right now?
The website too.
The website,
phone number, address, everything.
So
they will stream in the door in the next few minutes.
I hope so. I hope so, because we have so much fun dancing, so much fun. And it's good for us, makes us happy.
Yeah.
And so my phone number is local 607-351-0640, and my website is moonlightdancer.com.
Why did you name it that instead of Dance Studios?
I just like Moonlight Dancer.
It was more magical.
It was magical, magical.
You have a lot of fun in what you do. What is your favorite dancing client? Who is your favorite dancing client? I know the mayor comes here too.
Yeah, the mayor.
When he came here for the opening, they made him belly dance.
That was a lot of fun, having the mayor dance with me, yes. We perform, myself and my dance troupe perform for the Ithaca Festival. And I think that's my favorite, to dance for the whole community.
That's quite an event.
And we have people join us, you know, we go out in the audience and have them dance with us.
Now, what can you teach me to do?
Well, let's put this scarf around your hips.
Oh,
Gonna have something around your hips, right?
right. I gotta watch, I have too big, my hips are too big. There you go.
Now, we could do shimmies, twisting.
I have to do my hands at the same time. Now,
No.
you got little beads on that make noise.
Oh, I'm sorry I didn't bring beads for you. And
I can see. Wait till my wife sees this. Oh,
we can do hip circles, so we're side, front, side, yep.
I have to coordinate the hands at the same time.
Right. Now, yes.
If anybody at the studio is watching, don't watch this. She's so much better than I am. Well, what is this? That's a snake.
Exotic hands.
Exotic hands.
Yes.
Exotic hands.
Wrist circles.
What is that? It looks like snakes.
Wrist circles?
Circle. And your eyes get to be slits when you do that too, the way you smile. You're
Yes,
looking
you can be.
Egyptian to me.
Very. You can do head slides.
Wow.
He's a
I
natural.
hope,
He's
yeah,
a natural.
I'm a natural.
And then bring your hands down.
But they look like snakes.
Well, that's the idea. They call some of these moves like snake hips, when you move your hips
That's where
up
it
and
comes
down.
from, huh?
I don't think it comes from snakes, but we like to put labels on things.
Why not? Oh.
Right? Rolling your shoulders.
Oh my goodness.
You have to come more often.
I have to get in the swing of things.
Regular weekly class with me.
And I'd be exercising and get muscles in my stomach.
Yes.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You are a joy to be with. Where else would you find anything like this? Come by, see her. She's fun, and it's good exercise, and you lose weight, and you get to be a college graduate at Cornell if you study with her. We'll see you soon.
And we get to have fun.
I'm going to be here. She's training me for more things. And dance like a snake.
Around Town with Henry Dormann will return in a moment.
Life, it never stops moving. Getting from here to there. Managing long hours at work. Juggling a busy home. You need a bank that keeps up. That's Chemung Canal Trust Company. Bank online. Bank with our mobile app. Deposit a check with your smartphone. Open an account at Chemung Canal and bank with us anywhere, anytime. Chemung Canal Trust Company. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
We are there, day one, with baby names and a gift that lasts a lifetime. We are there as you grow, protecting you and those you love. We are there when you get your first job, helping you to save for the future. We are there when you marry your sweetheart to help secure your new life together. We are there if the unexpected happens, to help you see life from a new perspective. We are there when you start your next chapter to make sure you get off to a great start. And we are there when you lose your soulmate to help make sure you will be all right. We are with you through life's journey. Social Security, securing today and tomorrow. Get to know us and see what you can do online at socialsecurity.gov.
Did you know parking over tall, dry grass can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires. I love you.
Can we get strawberries? Okay.
We now return to Around Town with Henry Dormann.
Hot tubs, pools, Hesselsons, you can't miss them because they're all over the place, advertising and selling everybody in the entire area with wonderful things that make them happy.
Absolutely.
And I just did an interview with a karate company, and they bought a hot tub from you because all their students should have it because it's good for the muscles. And this is the fellow that owns Hesselson's.
Yes.
Completely.
Completely.
Tom Witzel.
Yes.
And he's such a young guy, but he knows all the tricks of buying and getting a good deal, and also what size you should have, what good does it do.
Hot tubs is, a huge part of our business. I mean, it's become, as our population's getting older, we're working harder. There's not as much free time that we have. It just really is nice, just very therapeutic, and it's actually more of a communication between husbands and wives and boyfriends, girlfriends, to take that 20 minutes a day at night after the kids go to bed just to sit in the hot tub and communicate, and then get the therapy that you get with the hot water. So it's really turned into, the prices have come be more competitive, so you don't have to spend $15,000 to get a nice hot tub. So it hits, all walks of life, all income levels can afford to buy a hot tub now.
But you do other things, you do pools.
We do above ground
all
swimming
kinds
pools.
of things too.
Oh yeah, we do above ground swimming pools, so obviously with the hot weather we've been having, it's been great for people to cool off in. Even when it's a little cooler out, we sell a lot of heaters for pools, so you can keep it at that same temperature all the time, which is nice at a real low cost. Obviously we sell firearms, we sell ammunition, we sell work clothing, Under Armour clothing. We have 400 different styles of work boots. We do a lot of work boots to different municipalities and factories in the area, so we're kind of a multifaceted.
You're covered
store.
for every season.
We try to, yes. Yes, so it's which is nice. I mean, pools and hot tubs is still our driving force in our company, but the sporting goods and the footwear is slowly becoming a bigger part of our store.
One of the things I found when I've been coming here for years, that I've found that is not always the case in this business or many other businesses, these people are really honest and give you the best possible deal they can give you. And that's saying a lot because you have always been on top of the heap as far as honesty and giving good worth for what you buy.
Well, we try. We're a 60-year-old locally owned company. It was founded by Tom Hesselson's father in 1955. But just as important, a lot of the people that work for me here have been here for 15, 20, 25 years. So out of our 20 full-time employees, 10 have been here for 15 years. 8 have been here 20 plus years. So when you come into the store, you get a familiar face. You get somebody you'll see out at the restaurant or at the grocery store. So we're a part of the community, and the people live in the community. So you actually get to see faces and people that actually have knowledge of what they're talking about in each department in their store.
And you know something about every possible kind of above-ground pool and hot tub.
I try. I don't know everything.
Now tell me, which ones do you have? How many? You probably have one of every kind.
We have, in hot tubs, we carry...
Not carry, I mean you at home.
Oh, well, I have one. I can't have more than one.
Why not?
Because I've only got 2 kids. How many pools do I need? So, but no, we have a pool and a hot tub. But I mean, it's, you know, we have a variety here. We carry 35 different hot tubs on our floor. We have a swim spa, so you can use that like year-round outside for exercise.
That's the kind that has waves against the current. You swim.
Yep, you swim against the current. You put a tether on your back, and you can swim against the current.
Really? You don't need the tether, though, do you?
I would probably get washed out of the swim spa. I'm not a very good swimmer, so. I can sell them, I just don't swim.
But you can have less of a current.
Yes, you could turn it down a little bit, yes.
Now, also, when people want to buy either the pools or the hot tubs, is there a time of year when they can get better bargains? For instance, when the spring, I would assume everybody wants to buy, and by the time the fall comes, you have some left over. Is that true?
We do, depending on how the summer goes. If it's not as hot of a summer, we have inventory left at the end of the year. We'll do discounts at the end of the summer. We do like a 12-month no interest, just make payments. So if somebody wants to buy a pool, have it installed now, they don't have to pay for it till next year with the reduced price. And we do spring specials also, but our biggest discounts are usually at the end of the season with what we have left over, if we have any left over.
So right around now, by the time this is aired, is going to be a terrific time to come and say hello to you.
Absolutely, and mention Henry's name and you get an extra discount.
Mention my name, you get an extra discount. But call me if you get it, because I want to come down and get some fast.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. Now, I have another question.
Sure.
These look so beautiful. Is there a top of the line or the best of all of them, regardless of price, that you would recommend above all others?
Hot Spring is probably one of our #1 lines that we carry. It's probably the largest manufacturer in the world.
Really?
And Max Spas is probably the #3 manufacturer in the world. So they're both, depending on what price point you're looking at, in our upper end, they're probably equivalent in terms of quality and performance.
What makes one better than the other? More gizmos?
Really, it's the electronics and the way they're plumbed underneath it. You can make anything look nice on the inside. Lots of jets, fancy lights, music, but really what performs the hot tub is underneath. So sometimes people look at a hot tub and they're like, oh, it's got all these jets. That doesn't mean it's going to perform well. So you really have to look at underneath, and obviously a company that's going to service your hot tub, and we've been doing it for many, many years. So we service everything we sell.
You do service everything you sell?
Absolutely. My head service guy's been here 22 years, and my other guy's been here 5 years. So we really, that's a big part of our business. Is the service.
How large is the area you service, from where to where?
We actually cover about an 80-mile radius.
Really?
So we'll go down to Wellsboro, Pennsylvania, Gailton, Westfield, west to Hornell, up to Hammondsport, Penn Geneva, Ithaca, south of Cortland, and east of Binghamton.
I can't wait. I'm waiting for my hot tub to go bad. It's about 20 years old, and I think it's getting time soon to get a new one.
We can deliver one to both places. We can helicopter one into New York, and we can bring one up to the lake for you.
Oh boy, what a life. You are terrific. Thank you so much.
Anytime.
The place is wonderful. You should come and take a look at it. They have all kinds of things, and it is fun to poke in the corners at Hesselson.
Absolutely.
And I have poked here for many years, and I think that they are wonderful people. So as far as I'm concerned, I can't wait to do business with you again.
Thank you.
Thank you. And he's got a good handshake too, and a good smile. Do you ask for you, or anybody help?
Anybody in the store can help you.
And what's the number and the website?
We're www.hesselsons.com. We have a toll-free number, 800-540-4665. We're right here on East 14th Street in Moonlight.
Time for a swim. See you soon.
You're watching WENY HD.